Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over my experiences on my first solo flight and what it was like and how I was feeling. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're out of the airport now, basically no wind. It's the calmest I've ever had it, so I'm really looking forward to the flight today. We'll see what we'll be doing, but overall I'm really excited to be in the air. Again, it was only a week ago that I was flying, but always great to be in the air, so let's get into it. In this video, I'll talk about what it was like on the day of my first solo flight and how I was feeling. I started off the day by getting out to the airport nice and early. Once I'd met with my instructor, I actually headed inside our flight school office to complete my radio exam. A part of the Recreational Aviation Australia syllabus, students are required to sit a number of exams to prove their knowledge. Don't worry though, as these exams are meant to be used to learn from. Afterwards, we headed out to the aircraft and got it started up. Aircraft's all clear. Right here, I wasn't feeling any different than how I normally would. I was pretty relaxed, yet excited to be flying. For the first hour of the flight, I was actually flying with my instructor next to my side. We started with revising stalls. Once my instructor was satisfied with how I was performing with my stalls and how I could recover, we headed back to the airport and started doing circuits. On my first few approaches, I was way too high. However, I was able to fix that for my next few circuits. Every flight that I had leading up until now always had different weather. Today, I was fortunate enough for the winds to be nice and calm, which was great, because I was able to land on centerline without needing to fight a strong crosswind. At this stage in the flight, I still didn't know that today would be my solo flight. To be honest, it felt like any other flight, and I wasn't really expecting to go solo. On the last landing, my instructor said, make this one a full stop. So I thought, well, that's the end of the lesson, so let's taxi it and park it. When we were taxiing back to parking, my instructor said, okay, just stop it here. He then said, you got one more in you? And I said, yep. He then said, for the next one, you might find the aircraft will take off a little quicker, so just keep an eye on your airspeed. I'll be on the radio. Have fun. And that's when I picked up that I'm going for my first ever solo. Taxiing away on my first ever solo flight all by myself was a pretty amazing yet surreal feeling that I was really excited about. Hadn't really fully sunken in yet, but I was really excited and not very nervous. However, right here I had a smile on my face and I said I'm all by myself. What a weird feeling. My instructor mentioned to me that the aircraft would be a lot lighter and would take off a lot faster, however I didn't think it would make that much of a difference. I fly in a Technam P92, which is a lightweight, high-wing aircraft, weighing in at around 325 to 340 kilograms empty. Putting it the nicest way possible, the extra few kilograms that weren't next to me made all the difference. It wants to climb like a rocket. One of the first times that had truly sunken in that I was all by myself was right here. I looked next to my side and no one was there. One of the most common questions I've received from friends and family was, were you feeling nervous up there? And I felt like I wasn't actually feeling that nervous. Of course there are a few nerves as I was flying by myself for the first time, but what helped me stay focused was just flying the plane. My instructor knew what was required of me to go solo and ensured that I was well prepared. All this knowledge I gained throughout my training certainly helped.
Coming in on finals, I remember being super focused. I was looking at the aiming point, the runway numbers seemed so big and bold, and I knew that I wanted to make a good landing for the first time by myself. And then finally touching back on the ground. After touching back down on the ground, I couldn't help but smile, thinking about what I just accomplished. It was a pretty amazing feeling, being back on the ground after just being in the air all by myself. This flight really gave me the confidence that I needed to continue training. It's one thing to fly a plane with an instructor, but flying by yourself is something completely different. It gave me a real sense of independence and belief in my skills. I knew that I wanted to become a pilot before my first solo flight, but this experience has only given me more reassurance that this is what I wanted to pursue. If you have any questions about my personal experience in my first solo flight, I'd be more than happy to answer them. And if you have any personal experiences flying solo by yourself, please leave a comment down below and share your experiences. If you guys stuck around to the end, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.